All right, my name's Cody. Go ahead and find me on Twitter at CTibs81. That's CTIBBS81. This thing always comes up and hits me in the face. The question is very interesting. Whether you should, when it comes to baseball and football, maybe not football as much, but when it comes to the games or the teams, the sports that have a lot of games, rather, those are the words I was looking for. Should you bet all teams across all leagues? Or should you focus on one league, team, or division? Well, it's a great question and a great thought, and I never actually really dug deep into it, but I do focus on certain teams more than others, I guess kind of out of habit, right? So for me, baseball is kind of what I would specialize in. I live over on the East Coast. I am staying far away from most teams on the West Coast. Now, I do follow the Dodgers a little bit. I do like them. The Giants, I follow them a little bit. But that's about it, right? I couldn't really tell you much about the Diamondbacks. I think I lost a bet on them last night. Couldn't tell you much about the Mariners and all sorts of such. Now you get to the middle of the country, and even there, I don't know much about what's going on there. I will stay away from Milwaukee. Anytime I see Milwaukee in a game, I'm out. I stay away. The Reds, I stay away from. I know they're kind of an easy pick and target. I'll usually stay away from them. The only problem is if I do bet them, the other team's usually minus 300 against them, which isn't very fun. And then we kind of get into the Texas region, and I do follow the Rangers. I know they're pretty average, and obviously everyone knows the Astros. And once we get there over, I will generally start looking. But middle of the country over, for the most part, it's out. I tend to focus on especially teams in the AL East that I know very well, that team down south, Miami, and then just teams all along the eastern side of the United States. I tend to follow more. Except for the Atlanta, maybe just American League. American League is probably the best way for me to phrase it. For the most part, I do follow Atlanta a little bit. I'm starting to pick up more on what they do, just because I've limited myself so much to just following certain teams that I'm trying to expand a little bit. I need to make a better effort to following Milwaukee and Cincy. Couldn't even remember the name. But I've started to pick up on Atlanta a little bit, Philadelphia a little bit here, only because Philadelphia and Atlanta are playing each other, and that's a fun little series for me. But other than that, focusing in on a few teams is probably your best bet. That's a good thing to develop. You start to pick up things a lot faster. You can figure out strategies a lot quicker. If you just follow one team and what they do and how they do it, that's going to be your best bet. I recommend going that way. If not, then hey, good for you. Go ahead and find me on Twitter at CTibs81, CTIBBS81. Picks going out all the time on there and also on here. Like, subscribe. Thank you for watching.